Hello. Good night, good evening, good morning. Actually, don't know if you can hear me here, but I'm not gonna double check, so. Hi. I don't really have a lot to say, honestly. I just wanna get on with it. Also, no chat on screen today, cause there was a problem. And also, hi, I haven't streamed in a year. Hello. I'm back. Hee hee. I don't know, I just kinda lost the motivation. I don't know how long it's gonna last either. But we're here. Also, it might take me a second to look at chat, but I will get there eventually if anyone sends a message. I'm actually not sure where to go with this design today. Hold on, give me a sec. Probably gonna make this canvas bigger later. I was gonna bring up something to talk about, but I don't really know what to say as of right now. I wasn't even supposed to be working on this. I have other stuff to get to, but this will suffice for now. It's kind of having a meh day. Just trying to have some fun, sort of, because this is still work in a way. Oi! Hello! Hyena! I've missed you too! Hee hee! I hope you're doing well as well. How have you been? Any news? Also, sorry if it takes me a second to read your messages, because I'm currently not with chat open on my phone, so I'm just seeing it through OBS, and I only have one monitor. But hello! I've missed you! Also, I kinda hate that for some reason YouTube is just translating the messages automatically. I got jump scared because it was in Portuguese. I'm doing fine. Just having kind of a mad day. So I thought I might as well just stream a little bit. Hehe. I was gonna say if I'm motivated enough to get back to streams more often again. I do have some drawings to work on, especially commissions, but I'd have to ask for permission first. I kinda don't like how her how her chin looks. Ooh, breakfast. What are you having for breakfast? Also, that is kind of crazy. I just realized time zones are a thing again. Because it's like 7 p.m. for me right now. Excited for any streams on the horizon for you, but at your pace, of course. Yay! I'm glad to hear it. Because I haven't streamed in so long. It's been like 10 months, I think. I honestly just kind of got, I don't know, honestly. I think I was just kind of tired. Dry cereal because I realized I'm out of milk. Uh-oh. Okay, but hot take. Cereal is 10,000 times better without any milk. At least I think so. Unless you eat like quickly. I don't like when it gets soggy. Beep, beep, beep. I even thought of playing chapter 4 and 5 on stream. Or like play chapter 4 before chapter 5 came out of Deltarune. But kinda didn't want to. Just in case I got spoiled. It's like crunching on ice, low key, yep. I feel like it's a really sweet cereal. The dry could be good, yeah, probably. I don't eat cereal often, but I think most of the ones I eat are like kind of sweet. Enjoyed out through on your own pace, thank you. I already kind of finished chapter 5, but I've been thinking of replaying it. I don't play Dota when you should. It's really good. Especially if you don't know anything about it. I think it would be a fun experience going in blind. Also, the music that's playing right now is from the news chapter as well. Trying to draw this one out for people who buy the adopt so they can use as reference later. Just the character from a different angle. Also, I feel like a lot has happened. I mean, obviously a lot is just kind of happens in the span of 10 months since the last time I streamed. But I can only think of 2 things off the top of my head. Which is last year, from like December onward, September onwards, I was rereading Homestuck. That's one thing. I haven't finished yet, but I'll get to it eventually. Then for like 5 months, I started watching a Brazilian RPG called Ordem Paranormal, or Paranormal Order, which is really good. I even thought of doing a stream, doing some fan art for it, but maybe at a later time. And actually, I've also went to watch the Digital Circus movie in theaters. That was pretty fun. I know basically nothing about the term, but I like the little guy in the green cloak. That's Ralsei. He's a cutie patootie. I think you'd love him. And thank you. I'm glad you like the design. Homestuck, haven't heard that name in years. Address me. Have you read Homestuck before? I think I even did some fan art. Yeah, I did some fan art last year. But it was mostly when I was more active on the Patreon. Okay, I'm having trouble with this other side. hold on. Read Homestuck before I started reading it halfway through. The Giga pause in 2014. Wow. That was a while ago. I read it right after it finished, so like a few months into 2016, I think. How's the Amazing Digital Circus mean to watch for a while? It's pretty good. I think it's fun. I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing of all time, but I think there's some charm to it. It's also cool seeing how much the animation progresses over time. Because not the chapter, like the episodes were coming like months in between. That was a long time ago, yeah. 10 years now, actually 12. I'm old! I think this should be fine for now. Sure. Maybe this is my sign to check out Tatsu then. Been very curious about it. You should. It's also, I mean, it only has like 9 episodes. It's a pretty quick watch, I think. My god, 12 years, yep. Wow. This is how I felt last year with Undertale's 10th anniversary. I was like, what the fuck? How? Impossible. Tiffany Rescue from Undertale is crazy. Like, how has that much time gone by? Yeah. God. Like, there were people born in 2015 that are now like 10 years old. How? You didn't get to experience it. How? Who missed an Undertale? I can barely even comprehend the last year, let alone 10 of them. Yeah. I quite like Pomni, I think that's her name. Yeah. She seems to jingle miserably, pretty much, yes. I do like Pomni as well. Or jingle anxiously, that too. I do think she gets a little uh, sidetracked towards the end, but she's still a pretty good character. Also, God, I hate you too. Why are you auto-translating things? Help! I have to like uh, put my mouse over your messages to read them in English. I don't know how to turn it off. Help. Oops, sorry. I have a niece and a nephew and they were born in the mid 2010s. Like, I genuinely can't believe that time is not a real thing. I've come to the conclusion. You should not be working like that. Beep, 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 beep. The floppy ears and the design is so cute. Hehe. And the heavy Risu. Yay! I'm glad you like it. I'll just open them up from the original design. This is the one I made like what is it? I think it was 3 or 4 years ago already. But it never sold out, so I'm trying. I don't know, I was just looking through my files and I was like, you know what? Might as well just do a different design for fun. I'm probably still gonna include this one with the final product. But yeah. Just a different interpretation and all. I'm having a lot of fun. This was a very last minute decision. Oops. The dress and the fluffy hair. Very inspired by cotton and stuff. I mean, I guess they are kind of like a sheep as well. So the fluffy hair is mandatory. I also have these. I was thinking of two things. One, maybe make another one from like sideways. And two, I don't know if I added too much stuff to their back. Cause like from the front it's like fine and satisfied, but here I don't know if I made too much. At most, maybe I could just remove these two from below. Even though they were specific items I wanted to add. The ribbons! Flowy ribbons. Oh. It's got a sheep mage kind of vibe, yeah. I was thinking of like clerics in RPGs and stuff. Okay, give me just a sec, I'll be back. Nope. Wait. Hold on. I'll be back. I'm back. Whew. I was gonna say a sheep priest. It's not like right though. I mean, that was sort of, I guess, an inspiration as well. Just many things. I was cooking some stuff in the next room, so had to go check. Que foi, não? Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. This song made me want to listen to the Undertale OST again. But I'm not gonna do it now. Nope. And stop playing music. Give me a sec. I'm gonna play my favorite song from the newest album. Oh, Mr. Toby Fox, you have done it again. He for sure has. Benjamin, this was the soundtrack from the Thrones new chapter? Yeah. This is from chapter 5. I don't think it's my favorite album out of all the ones so far, but it's still really good. It's slowly growing on me. My teeth have grown through enough cereal. Time to draw. Fuck yeah. Let's do it. Dramatically grabs the pen. Oops. We will draw together. Basically. With our powers united. I like the vibe for the soundtrack. Feels very adventurous, very dramatic and musical, folk sounding. I quite like what I've heard so far, yeah. It's still good. It's just out of the 5 so far, I think chapter 4 is still up there for me the most. But it's still really good. Also, give me another sec. I'll be back. I'm back. Bleh. Speaking of soundtrack, this is One of my favorite tracks in the album for sure. I like it's really sweet and contemplative sounding, and the often sounding sounding synth is nice. I like the reverb on the main melody. I see why it's your favorite one on the track, on the soundtrack. Hehe. It is just like very nostalgic. I also forgot to check what the name is. I think it's Walking Home. I think that's the name of the previous track. This one's pretty good as well. Reminds me of Waterfall from Undertale. Also, what are you gonna draw now? Ina? I'm finishing some art sorry yesterday for which Atelier! Hell yeah! Nice! Been meaning to draw for it for the last week or so, but I've been busy. Hell yeah. The world is a much more beautiful place with more rich Atelier fan art. Thank you. Also, did you watch the anime then? Or are you a manga reader before? I also logged in on the forum for another game for the last like 2 months too, so I truly forgot how to draw. I forgot to draw. It happens. I had a drawing I was almost finished with like last month, and I just didn't yet because I got caught up with other stuff. Just more fun and more work. I watched the anime first, but I want to read the manga next. The anime is so beautiful. Yes, they did such a good job. With the animation and everything, it looks so beautiful. Like that final shot from the last episode. Mwah! Wonderful. Chef's kiss. I love Coco so much. That's my daughter. Hell yeah! Protect her at all costs. At all times. She's very sweet. I think you're gonna love the manga as well. Like, the anime is beautiful, but the manga is also just like another level of artistry. The soundtrack for the show is gorgeous. Yes! The composer is the same person who did Elden Ring and Dark Souls. Best fun fact of the anime, for sure. I also don't know. I think they announced when they're gonna release the soundtrack, but I don't remember the date. The last shot from the last episode was so crazy. Hee. God. I think my favorite. I also love the scene from, I think it's episode 3, with Coco going for like the crown flower. Oh, my audio. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, there we go. I thought my mic stopped working. But I love the scene with Coco going after the crown flower from the first arc. So beautiful. Hatsune Miku, give me your strength. The way my mouth was on the floor when I first heard this while playing. I had to sit there for like a solid minute, just taking it in. Save us, Hatsune Miku! Oh my god, it's the scene with the crown flower, it's so dynamic and beautiful. Ugh, I wish to animate like that one day. Please, God. I just love art, man. Gah. Damn you, art. I love you so much. Toby Fox better post the lyrics for the song soon. Or I'll have to go to his house, ask personally. Okay, I'm gonna leave one more time. Give me just a sec. Oh, I'm back. I was excited to hear you just now, like Hatsune Miku. I didn't know you were gonna be here. Well, might as well. Come on in, I guess. Beep, 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 beep. Also, I've just come across a problem with one of those ears here. Okay, I think I'm gonna change the soundtrack now. Just a wee bit. To something else entirely. Completely different vibe. Maharu Hatsune Miku is canon to the universe without her own. Fuck yeah. I think at this point she might as well be. I think the problem is the perspective here. I'm just gonna keep it here for now. Really? Oh, I don't know if this was a typo, but I really like the guitars in this one. Very crunchy sounding. Fuck yeah. This is from the Brazilian RPG I was talking about earlier, called Paranormal Order. And this is an album from one of the spin-offs called Exatombe. Has a lot of rock and metal music in it. Hee hee. It's very good. I just realized I forgot to add something. I also don't really like how their chin looks from the side, but oh well. There you go. Should be enough for now. It sounds so sick. It is. I love this album so much. It's very good. Oops, excuse me. Actually, I'm gonna do this the other way around. Oops. I just realized I don't know how I'm gonna do this part specifically. What's for normal order about? I think I've seen the name floating around on Twitter. It's basically a mystery slash investigation slash horror RPG where there are these beings. Oh, let me lower the soundtrack a bit. There are these other supernatural beings coming from another dimension, and basically everyday people have to fight against them. And there's an organization that deals specifically with those things called, I don't know how it would be called in English. I mean, I guess it's in Latin, so it's called Ordo Veritatis, if I'm not mistaken. Ordo Veritatis. I don't know why I said it again like I was gonna do a good English accent, but so there's basically these other beings from the other side, and there's this group of people trying to combat them. It's more mystery horror oriented. There's, I think it's 9 seasons in total. 4 of them are like from the main story, and 5 are spin-offs. I think the first 3 seasons have English subtitles, and there's one of the spin-offs is entirely in English. It's called Quarantena, or Quarantine. Horror mystery RPG, that sounds so cool. It is. Hee. It's been one of my favorite things for the past couple of months. I highly recommend it. There's also a uh, they're releasing comics as well that I think are also in English, but I'd have to double check in case you ever get interested in checking it out but don't want to spend like God knows how many hours looking at subtitles. There's also those. But it's very fun. It was also like uh my introduction to RPGs in a way. And I'm very glad because it's very good. I'm not really a fan of how big the heads are in these. I might take a look. Honestly, the soundtrack has me hooked a little bit. Hehe. I've caught another victim. I already got a friend to uh, give it a chance. We've been watching it together, bit by bit. We're only on the first season though. It's also a similar effect to Deltarune and Digital Circus, where like because of the gap in months between one season and the other, it's like the quality increases so much as you progress through the seasons. It's kind of funny, but I love it. Also, this might be my last outing. Me a sec. I'm back. Hello, Menace. Welcome. The time is now horror Mr. RPG time. Fuck yeah. It's been like generally one of my favorite things in the past couple months. I like binge watched the 9 seasons in like 5 months, I think. 5 or 6. Oops. Like, I needed more crunchy and grungy and dramatic soundtracks in this life. um, I was gonna say I like some other albums as well. I like that one from the 3rd season. I think it's one of my favorites. But I think this is one of the most heavy metal themed ones, if I'm not mistaken. Oops. I should have just drawn them all in one instead of separating so early. But oh well. I love the piano in this bit. What's this one called? In Portuguese, it's Sentiram Saudades, and in English is basically Missed Me, would be the title. It's the 7th track. Hold on, I'm gonna send you the title in case you wanna look it up later. I feel like I made the side bangs too big. I think this is better. A little bit. Hi, Seolas. Hello. Just wanted to say I really admire your art. Well, thank you. That makes me happy to hear. The beats on the headband and the bow piercing are really good. Hehe. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I was honestly gonna do more details for the headrest, but this is fine for now. Otherwise it's gonna be too much. So it's so interesting to see your creative process. Oh, well, I'm glad. I haven't streamed like this, you know, drawing and stuff in a while, so makes me happy to hear. Thank you. I haven't posted much speed paints and stuff in a long time, to be honest. I also feel like I get a little slower when I'm on stream. Sorry about that. I still feel like the hair is a little too big, but oh well. Or maybe I'm just referencing from the original design too much. I apologize, I actually find it a nice break from watching speed paints, since we can also see the thought process behind the work. Well, I'm glad. I don't know, I just feel bad because I've been kind of neglecting YouTube for a bit. For a while, actually. For a long time. But it's fun to come back every once in a while to do an art stream. because at least I get to talk with people while I'm drawing. Also, I feel like I don't talk enough while I'm doing the actual arting part. As in, I feel like I don't share enough of my thoughts. But if you ever have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make this canvas a little bigger. Give me a sec. Bam, bam. It's okay about not to burn out doing too many platforms at once. Just do what's best for you. Yeah, I've realized that's probably probably the best thing in the end. I mean, I still have a lot of social media accounts and stuff, but nowadays I'm mostly just focused on Twitter and Instagram. Haven't even done much with Patreon the last couple of months. I feel bad. I really should. Just been neglecting it a lot. E aí, Bernardo? Boa noite. Como estás? Okay, I'm gonna try to make a third angle here, and if it looks really bad, I'm just gonna give up and do something else. I also thought of doing a little animation for this character, just as like sort of as a preview or profile picture or whatever. But I don't know if that's going a little beyond what I should be doing with an adopt, because I don't even know if this one's gonna sell again. Oh well, we'll just find out, I guess. Bom, bem, você está melhor? Estou melhor. Estou bem melhor agora. Quer dizer, hoje ainda foi bem... mas melhorei bastante já. O redesign está fire. Obrigado. Estou tentando meu melhor. Aos pouquinhos tá indo. Eu até pensei em entrar em cá hoje, mas eu acabei optando por fazer live, que fazia tempo que eu não fazia. Fazia tempo que eu não fazia. Incrível português. If I was a little more creative, I would have done something different for her feet and stuff, but, or their feet, I guess. Out of curiosity, what's the thought process for character design? How do you find inspiration to translate that into design? Low-key character design is daunting. I admire people who can come up with original characters very much. It's one of my favorite things to do, honestly. I'm a big fan of doing characters and stuff, so it's one of my favorite things. I mean, usually I just develop from the initial idea by, I think, one of two things. I mean, not one of two things, but two things to keep in mind. One is basically just writing out your thoughts and concepts. Like, what story did you come up for this character? It doesn't have to be anything like too long. You can just do a brief description. I think I even did it here for this character. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if it's in English or Portuguese though. Yeah, it's in English. So I basically just wrote out my idea for the redesign, like very shortly. You can also just do like basic character traits, stuff like that, like, oh, this character likes this item, so I'm gonna include it in their design, and this character is a little more irritated, like they get irritated more easily, so I'm gonna show that somewhere on their design. Like, are they rebellious? Are they a manipulator? How do I show that through how they dress themselves? So basically just writing down main elements of both personality, character description, design elements, stuff like that. And then 2 is basically after that just going after a shit ton of references to build your mood board and stuff like that. Like, these are the ones I have for this character. You can separate it into like outfits or colors, or just mix them up. Sometimes I just throw everything onto one page, or I separate them depending on how much work I think it's gonna be. But here you have like a bunch of different outfits. Like, this character has sort of a more European vibe, so I went for like shoes that sort of resemble that, or outfits, flowers from the region, accessories that remind me of European things. Doesn't even have to necessarily be European, but if it's specifically something of interest, it's good for you to do research and stuff. I mainly use Pinterest, so that's where I get most stuff. I wanted this character to have a lot of bells, so I have some little references here and here as well. I had an idea for them to have like a scepter that's basically still like their original design here, but with thorns and stuff onto it, so I got more references for that. Here's like the cleric outfits, or pastor outfits. I don't know the right term. Furs, things related to like being a shepherd, and it goes on. Some flowers, lanterns. So you just basically like gather as much stuff as possible. The more the better. Especially if it's from different sources. Because it's not really recommended for you to get like, let's say you get a drawing from an artist, or like you really like an artist and you just keep getting more and more stuff from them, it's good for you to not just rely on their visual, how do you say it, their art style too much, or else you're gonna be biased. And then it can be like too similar, stuff like that. But that's like other issues that can come from you making things too similar. These are some other loose references I got as well. I appreciate how extensive your mood board is. Hehe. It's one of my favorite parts of the process, honestly. You're just gathering a bunch of images to make, to draw and stuff. But yeah, that's mostly the gist of it. And then you just experiment with shapes and stuff like that. Like this character, for example, has a lot of circles and triangles in their shape language. Like here. Excuse me. Like here. Or with the horns, the bells, the flowers. Even like the ribbons here. So I just keep that stuff in mind. Shape language and experimenting with shapes. One day I will understand you more. I believe in you. You got it. It's not as complicated once you just realize it's very context based. It just depends on like what story you want to tell. Because usually what people, or I guess the industry mainly does is like, I don't know, like take Disney for example. Most of their villains, or like their classic ones, I don't know about how it is on nowadays, but a lot of their classical villains have mostly colors that are like green and purple, so it's very like deep and mischievous and reminds you of poison, stuff like that. It's like a similar thing where like green can be a color for nature, but it can also be like poison, like in just the example I just gave out. So for instance, most stories can like use triangles to show danger and something that is very sharp, but depending on like the story, can also be just an idea of symmetry and etc. It can mean other things. Like the character from Gris, the protagonist, which I guess her name is Gris. Her dress is mainly like a triangle shape, but she's not a dangerous character whatsoever. So it can be like sophistication, or like a character that is sophisticated, or just adventurous, or on point, etc. Thank you so much for the advice, that was very helpful. You're welcome. I'm glad to help. I am not an incredible or like incredibly knowledgeable person, but I hope I can help even a little bit. I'm taking notes. I knew there was like research, I guess, but like it didn't occur to me to just like do more of that. Yeah, it's basically the base before you start going in too deep into drawing. Because it's the same idea with gathering references for like poses for an illustration. Like you go out looking for as much as you can so you have an idea of what's best, what to take and what to throw away. Similar principle. Speaking of poses, I am struggling with this one stray pose for some reason. This looks a little weird. Guess it's her feet that's kind of bugging me. Now here's the trouble of figuring out how I'm gonna do this sideways. think I'm only gonna draw for a little while longer. And then I'm gonna finish stream. I must head out now! But it's good to catch your stream again. I have missed your lives very much. Look forward to the next one, whenever that might be. It was good to see you again as well, Ina. Thank you so much for joining. I have missed you and our chats. Whenever I get into paranormal order, there will be signs. There better be. You may be hearing from me screaming from afar. Spooky. But if you do get to watch Paranormal Order, I hope to hear your thoughts on it, because it is very good. It's a little slow at the start, but it's very worth it, in my opinion. But thank you for joining, Ina. I'm gonna be heading out soon as well. Chifres assim sempre tem que lembrar do log de Elden Ring. O rosto dele é basicamente dezenas de chifres que se enroscam em direção do próprio rosto. Ave Maria. Credo. A paciência do cara que fez o character design. Eu escrevendo tudo errado pra variar. Tem nada não, acho que eu peguei mais ou menos qual que era a ideia. Yeah, look forward to the next one. I actually don't know when that might be. Maybe next week, because I'm gonna have some free time in the afternoon. But I don't know if it's gonna be this drawing specifically. I might change things up a bit. Mano, eu vou olhar esse cara depois. Pera aí. Anotado. I am getting very hungry. I was thinking of doing more character design stuff on stream. I thought of working on a comic that I'm doing right now, but I think it's something I have to do a little more carefully. I feel like I get, not that it's a bad thing, but I get a little distracted when I'm on stream. I feel like I probably miss a few important details. So that might be off the charts. But I have a few characters I've been meaning to do designs for. So stream might be a good option for that. We shall see. I'm actually trying to build my own portfolio to be made for school, and your tips help a lot. Oh, I'm glad. I'm not the most experienced, but I'm glad it's giving a little direction, at least. I also need to work on my portfolio a little bit more. I have not been doing that. But I hope you get into whatever school you want to get into. I believe in you. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna leave this track on. I also have no clue what what the hell I'm doing with this design, but oh well. Oh. Hello. Hee. Welcome. How have you been doing? Good, but college life's been kicking my ass. Fair. It's predestined to happen, unfortunately. It seems. But I'm glad you're doing well. It's been a while. No time to draw. No! Damn it. A high price to pay for education. Bem, você acreditaria em uma florista que usa gravações de voz? Como assim acreditaria? Tipo, de confiar ou de. Tipo. Eu consigo imaginar uma personagem assim. I'm making Tam proud of. Yay, college! Tam like colleague. Pá. Yep. Tam like college. You are very proud, Tam. Yeah. Okay, wait, my brain fried. Help. You get it. Não sou florista, sou literalmente um homem-flor. Cara, eu acho que sim. Acho que eu confiaria, talvez. Que pergunta específica. Fiquei com medo agora. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the stream here because I'm really hungry. Ah, tá. Nossa, agora que eu fui entender. Mano, eu não sei por que o YouTube tá fazendo isso, mas ele tá autotraduzindo tudo. Então a sua mensagem tava tipo florido pra mim, ao invés de flowery. Mas o flowery usa gravação de voz? E eu não tô sabendo? But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Because I can literally feel my stomach just caving in. I'm gonna die if I don't eat soon. But I had fun streaming again after so long. And thank you everyone for joining the stream. I had fun talking. Also sorry, Platypus, for only like, you came in right as I was about to end. But I tried extending it a little longer, as much as I could. I'm glad to see you again. And I hope to see you again for another stream, Cielas. Yippee! But yeah, good night everyone. I don't know when the next stream is gonna be. I might just do it on the fly. Because, I don't know. I guess that's just how I'm gonna be doing things from now on. And I'll figure out what I'm gonna be drawing next time. It might be this, it might be a different character, who knows. But I do love me some character design. And that shall be what I'll be doing. Hihi. Boa noite, Bernardo. Obrigado por aparecer na live também. Que nem eu falei, eu ia pro Discord, mas eu acabei decidindo por outra coisa. Mas foi bom te ver. Depois eu vou trabalhar no desenho do Deltorune. I'm usually late. It's okay. At least you show up. And that is enough. Well, that's it, guys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. No, Leopold! You showed up just as I was about to end the stream. No! But hello. I hope everything's fine with you. This is a little awkward. But I hope you can show up for the next one so we can chat more. Okay, this is it. Good night, everyone. I hope you have a good rest of your day and weekend. And I'll see you next time. Ah! Well, there it is. Wait. No, it's not working. Never mind. Good night.